Is it them or you? How projection shapes our reality. What is projection? Projection is a common defense mechanism where individuals attribute their own unacceptable or uncomfortable thoughts, feelings, and impulses to others. It functions as a psychological shield. By seeing our own perceived flaws in someone else, our ego avoids the discomfort of acknowledging them within ourselves. Think of it as a film projector. The content originates inside the machine, but we only perceive it when it is cast onto an external screen. The psychology behind the mechanism. The concept of projection was foundational to early psychological theory and remains a vital tool in modern therapy. The shadow self. Psychiatrist Carl Jung described the shadow as the part of our personality that we choose to ignore or deny. When we haven't integrated our shadow, we see it in the people around us. The false consensus effect. Social psychology research highlights our tendency to overestimate how much others share our negative traits, which allows us to normalize our own behaviors and reduce internal guilt. Common examples of projection. Recognizing projection requires us to look at our outsized reactions. If a behavior triggers a level of anger that doesn't quite match the situation, a mirror may be at work. The trigger, a relaxed coworker. The judgment, they are lazy and lack a work ethic. The internal reality, you are feeling burnout and resentful that you don't allow yourself to rest. The trigger, a confident friend. The judgment, they are so arrogant and full of themselves. The internal reality, you are struggling with low self-esteem and wish you felt more secure. The trigger, a boundary-setting peer. The judgment, they are being cold and dismissive. The internal reality, you are feeling insecure in your relationships and fear rejection. How to shift from reaction to reflection. The goal of identifying projection is not to judge yourself, but to gain self-awareness. Here are 3 clinical tools to help you recognize and alter this mechanism. 1. The disproportionate reaction check. Whenever you feel a 9 out of 10 emotional reaction to a 3 out of 10 situation, pause. Ask yourself, what is it about this specific trait that feels so threatening to me? Is this a quality I am currently struggling to manage in my own life? 2. The reversal exercise. Try taking the judgment you have for someone else and rephrasing it as an I statement. The judgment, they never listen and are so self-centered. The reversal, I feel like I am not being heard and I am worried my needs aren't being met. By flipping the script, you bring the focus back to your own needs where healing can actually occur. 3. Strengthening the observing ego. In mindfulness practice, we work on developing an observing ego, the part of your mind that can watch your thoughts without being swept away by them. Instead of thinking, that person is annoying, try thinking, I am noticing a feeling of annoyance rising in response to that person. This small shift creates the space necessary to evaluate if the feeling is truly about them or a signal from within. You don't have to struggle alone. If you are looking for professional psychiatric support, we are here to help, accepting new patients, most major insurance accepted. Schedule online or call text.